Now, I know I haven't seen Interview with a Vampire in a few years, but was it always this?
Oh my.
Was it always? I mean, I must have missed something. I don't remember it being just a completely out and out gay show. Gay as AF show.
Oh, it's
Movie.
gay, is it? Oh my. Ooh, it's not too gay.
There, this is from September 8th. I guess I just missed this. Did I call it in my last trailer? I've been seeing people commenting on the Interview with the Vampire trailer announcement or reaction or something from like 6 months ago or something. We watched it. I'm giving it a high score, so get your panties out of your ears, people who are triggered by that. Is that a thing? Do people stuff panties in their ears? I don't know. So it's getting a high score regardless. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Yeah, they went full on. Lestat and Louis are doing the Dax Giggity thing. Where is it? Pretend that's these guys. Yeah, they have a whole trailer for it. Is it in here? Do they have it?
Well, I quite enjoyed it, Megaran.
I mean, here's the thing. We watched it. It's a full-on retelling of the movie. I'm watching this guy playing Lestat here, and I'm like, all right. Is he's a little Buffalo Billy in this, but he's like hitting on Louis, isn't he? I didn't know this was happening. I didn't know that because I didn't see the trailer. So we're watching it. I'm like, are they actually gonna go gay on this? Are they making him? I think that was kind of an interesting surprise because I was one of those people who kind of thought that the Tom Cruise Brad Pitt version was a little, you could ship them pretty easily in your head if you wanted to. Not that I approve of that sort of behavior. Where's my writing prop? Mind you, no shipping. No shipping or boat a-holes or any of the no ship metaphors.
Oh, boat a-holes, you say.
We're talking about those guys too. So when they released this trailer, I didn't realize they released this trailer.
Sounds like my kind of crew.
This makes more sense now. This makes more sense. That
I didn't know Becoming a Vampire turned your eyes blue.
I didn't either. Well, they turned his yellow. The other one's yellow.
I'm assuming you only met at night.
So this is our new interviewer. This is new Christian Slater.
Yes, Eric Bogosian.
They've kind of traded like some things here and there from what I remember from the original. It's kind of he's spooning out his life story. Full spoilers, by the way. Full spoilers. They apparently meet in like a gay bar in the 60s. It's now 50 years later. It's during the now times. This guy's supposed to be terminal, and
he's got Parkinson's.
Yeah, so they're basically going through and saying, okay, well, now I have more of a story to tell, and now you have more of an ear to listen because you've lived too. For this Anthony Bourdain looking guy, that's who it reminds me of. And they went
days
full.
of sleeping off the previous evening's damage.
This is actually a pretty good, well-paced, entertaining, interesting retelling of something that I don't remember very well, but I didn't dislike. And so this just sets up the seduction of Lestat and Louis and the basically the family backstory, what he does for a business, real stereotypy, making him a pimp. Oh yeah, they put it right there. They put it right there in the trailer. The kissing.
Dark gift.
Once this kissing scene happened, that I did this kissing scene here. How much of this can they show? Oh, they're showing what they can. I turned into Fred Savage of The Princess Bride. I'm like, they're kissing. Why is this kissing now? Why is this kissing? I don't remember this much kissing in the last one.
And neither did
Well, you're like me. You haven't seen the one since like the 90s, probably. I remember not hating the movie, but I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I'm a big Anne Rice fan when I'm not. I've never really been inclined to read the books. I I didn't mind this at all. I kind of enjoyed the story, except for so much kissing. But I was kind of like that when he was kissing the chick too. I'm like, and they're gonna make out, and they're gonna do. So I turned my head when he was kissing the chick too, because they have a three-way, and I'm like, well, this isn't a three-way I was expecting, because I was also not expecting it to be as R-rated as it is. However, the gore is, you can forgive it. There is some gore, there is some nudity, there is some swearing, there is R-rated level stuff in the thing. I mean, it's on AMC, of course. But it's really interesting to see how it kind of plays out and to see it from this perspective. And I know it's another quote-unquote woke reimagining and it's for modern times, but it's really not, because Louis runs a brothel for the wrong side of the tracks crowds and the crowds that don't mind mixing with other ethnicities. And he gets called the N in the beginning of this. I'm like, oh, they said the N in this show. So I got all offended on behalf of everybody who's, saying it. Also, please subscribe. They're unsubscribing people left, right, and center. Please do so. I'm just looking at the trailer talking about the show here. It sets up a really nice... Who are you? Why are you here?
I'm Rob Off Cameron. I'm here to provide...
The Oh My's.
The Oh My's? Oh My.
Well, you watched it with me. What did you think of it? Here, get close to the mic.
I thought it was incredibly gay. Gay.
It is, and I didn't expect it to be, and that's on me not doing my job looking at what things, because this went in one ear and out the other for me, and I think I even said in the trailer reaction or the initial reaction thing that I might actually watch it just because I kind of have a soft spot for this time period-y stuff. It does jump back and forth a bit, but it's a lot slower. This was his sister, right?
Sister.
Yeah, he's got a brother.
He's got a brother who's a preacher, and I'm not into vampire stories, and
it's very they lean heavily on the love story aspect of it.
Yeah,
You're a vampire.
Yeah,
I could not.
I don't like vampire stories unless Abbott and Costello are involved.
Yeah,
I mean that's.
Not saved myself.
This is just setting up a lot of the stuff that was in like the trailer of the original. I kind of remember those sunglasses.
He looks like Heath Ledger a bit.
He kind of yeah. He's got a little bit more of a Buffalo Bill vibe than a Tom Cruise vibe to him.
Bill.
Yeah, that.
Look around and want to suck your blood.
So he comes off as like really super creeper, but of course he's got money. We haven't seen her yet.
She's supposed to be the Kirsten Dunst character.
Yeah, that's Claudia. That's gonna be Claudia.
Yeah, well.
So, but that's all coming up.
There you go. They got their coffins side by side.
Oh,
that's cute.
So I kind of like seeing, it's a story I haven't seen before. Gay black man in the South.
In New Orleans,
and there's vampires.
Turn of the previous century.
I'm kind of intrigued. I'm gonna keep watching it. I'm giving this an 8 out of 10 just because I was entertained. I could turn away for the stuff I'm grossed out by. Like there's a scene where Lestat punches through a guy's head from the back, and it's a priest, and it's like, okay, I can just kind of look away on some of that stuff. And I turn into Fred Savage every time there's kissing anywhere, anything on screen. But that's just me.
I'll give it 2.5 Chewbaccas if it's your thing. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to look at.
Yeah. The cinematography's kind of nice.
Cinematography's good. The costume design is good. The sets are really good. I mean, it looks very nice.
Yeah, it's well lit for something that's supposed to take place in eternal darkness.
Mm-hmm.
But vampires are they're kind of done to death. But at the same time, it's kind of getting October, and I'm kind of in the mood for it. But this area is in modern time.
Just not my kind of thing. I'm not talking about the oh my part of it. Just
you're not a horror. I'm not really a horror person anymore either. I can take the lighter horror stuff.
Hey, Lestat, I brought dinner, pizza with an extra helping of garlic bread.
That's their idea of a horror movie. Somebody's showing up with garlic bread. No, it's kind of an interesting retelling. It's slower. It's building a lot more, and it's a very different take. It's not quite exactly the same movie I saw. It was pretty long. It was over an hour, right?
Yeah, it was about an hour hours.
Hour 10 maybe.
10 minutes maybe.
And it was pretty well without commercials, about an hour and 10. And it doesn't feel slow. You're not going, oh my god, this is way better than the Lord of the Rings crap. You know, the we leave nobody behind. Take their wheels and leave them.
Nobody goes off trail.
Take their wheels and leave them.
Nobody goes off trail.
Take their wheels and leave them.
It's way better than that crap. Oh, that's awful and boring, and it's so up its own butt. And this show, being a show that is literally up somebody's butt in the opening sequence, that was a little gross. I don't know. So, he's friendly, like, with the other competition whorehouse. Also, like, with the higher class ladies, and he's, like, pretty much in love with the higher class lady who works there, even though he's gay, but is he gay or is he bi? That's the thing. Who knows? I mean, they're vampires. Vampires were always kind of, they just kind of feed on whoever happens to be around. They always kind of had that giggity persona, right? They always kind of go hand in hand with that sort of thing until Twilight came along and ruined that one by making them celibate incel vampires. Yeah, this isn't actually too bad. So if you don't care that much about the changes, which I really don't care that much. Like, this is never my favoriteest thing in the world that I know every moment and every bit of lore to. As a piece of entertainment on its own, with something I'm kind of vaguely familiar with, that I saw the movie a few times of, I'm enjoying it. I'm actually enjoying it. It's different enough to where I don't feel like there's callbacks moment for moment, beat for beat of the original, so that's probably a good thing. Even though there probably aren't. I'm probably getting that wrong because it's been so many years since I've seen it. But if I'm getting like callbacks, then I'd be like, oh, I remember that. So, anywho, I am Mecca, and happy spooky season of spooky Halloween shows. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
Oh my.